Hello traders, welcome to our pre-London chart markups. And today, as you can see, we do have just the usual pairs that we normally look at. And without wasting much of your time, let's just go ahead and get started. So this is the daily chart for DXY. This is the daily chart for the DXY. And as you can see, we had that meltdown after Trump announced the tariff things. So my expectation is that we're gonna see this move sustained all the way to the downside until we mitigate this daily demand zone. So this is where I'm looking to take an opportunity. Any pullbacks into the lower time frame supply zones should give us a good opportunity to go short. If you look at the 1 hour, so this is the 1 hour. Our expectation was that price will hit this zone and then melt to the downside, but then that never happened. At least we did pull back, but we never mitigated our zone, and then you can see the reaction that we got. So my expectation is that any pullbacks into some of these supply zones, even that one, that may give us a good chance to enter those shorts. So moving on to Euro USD, just like the DXY, you can see break, um, we did break that to the upside. Let me just this is daily boss. So we did break that to the upside, and right now the range that we are working with, is this one right here. So this is the most recent demand range, and that is what we are looking to mitigate. So any pullbacks into some of these demand areas should give us a good opportunity to enter longs. So if we move to 1 hour, oh, sorry about that. So let's just continue. So as I was saying that any pullbacks into some of these demand zones should be able to give us a good opportunity to go long. All right. So one of the key areas that I'm looking at should be this demand zone. Also, we do have this 1 hour demand zone in the extremes. All right. So any pullbacks should be able to give us a good opportunity to go long. USDJPY, this is the daily chart. USDJPY performed exceptionally well, the way we expected it to. Um, so that is we did end up breaking that low. So this is the daily pulse, and this should be now our daily protected high. Okay, so that is our daily protected high. Let's just delete that. Let's just delete this. All of these should delete that. So this is the current fractal range that we are working with. So this should be the high, and this is the bottom or the low. So my expectation is that we may continue to see price actually moving to the downside until we mitigate this demand zone, and then after the mitigation, my expectation is that we will pull back into some area of value, and then we will pull back. So my expectation is something of the sort, and then pull back into an area of value, and then continue with that trend in that fashion. So if we move to the 1 hour, so this is the 1 hour. We were expecting to see on one of my ideas. We had a demand zone, but as you can see, price actually came in aggressively, taking it out and then pushing to the downside. But Remember, we have identified that daily demand zone. We have identified that daily demand zone, and that is what we should just wait for. Just wait for the mitigation of that daily demand zone, and then really start to anticipate those moves to the upside. So GBPUSD, at least GBPUSD has started to move. We did break the internal structure right there. So this is we did break that internal structure. My expectation is that we may continue to see price actually rising until we mitigate the supply zone. After the mitigation of that supply zone, we may see price starting to fall, and the range that we are working with, the internal range that we are working with, is between that low and possibly maybe this is the high. We don't know until this candle finishes forming. So if we move to 1 hour, so this was the eyeballs on the 1 hour. So that is the eyeballs, and the eyeballs simply means internal break of structure. So this is the new low that we are working with. So that is the internal protected low, and this is the range that we are working with. So any pullbacks into these demand zones, so we do have the demand zone right there, and this seems to be the high. So if we just mark out the 61.8, the 50% level, so that is it. So any pullbacks into these discount pricing should be able to give us a good opportunity to go long. And one of the key areas that I'm looking at should be this. We do have this support, and we also do have that demand zone, and also the fact that it is confluenced by the 61.8% level. That makes it a very, very good zone to be looking to buy from. So my expectation is something of the sort. Let me just mark it out, and then something of the sort. That is what I'm expecting to see. The fact that we do have these open prices imbalance really makes that demand zone kind of a good area to look for an opportunity to go along. So those are that is what I'm speculating. That is what I'm saying. Let's just wait and see what happens. I'll see you on Monday. All right. Okay.